Everyone. Today we are going to start with the topic pair of linear equations in two variables. Before we start with the topic, we should know what is linear equation. So we will start with the linear equation first. Linear equation. This thing we have studied in the class 9th standard, that the equation whose degree is 1 is known as the linear equation. Degree 1. Linear equation is that equation whose degree is 1. So we will take one example for the linear equation. Let's say x plus 5 is equal to 0. Here x is the variable and the degree is 1 here. Then we will say degree 1 means the maximum power of the variable. So what is the power of the variable here? That is 1. So degree is 1. So whenever we are talking about the linear equation, we are talking about a 1 degree equation. Now this is the linear equation in one variable. Now if we talk about the linear equation, if we talk about the linear equation in two variables, then we will take example like x plus y minus 2 is equal to 0, or we can take one more example like 3x plus 10y minus 17 or plus 17 is equal to 0. So one variable is x, other variable is y, and the constant term is 0. So this is also an example of linear equation in two variables. Now we can take the general equation or a generalized form of a linear equation in two variable, that will be ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0 and b is also not equal to 0. So this is the general form of linear equation in two variables. Now, instead of one equation, if we take two linear equations simultaneously, then it will be called as the pair of linear equation in two variables, and the general form for the pair of linear equation in two variables will be pair of linear equations in two variables. So pair of linear equation in two variables, and the general form will be a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, where a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are real numbers, and a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0. Similarly, a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. Just try to recall one thing that we have studied in the class 9th standard, that if we are using a linear equation, then it will represent a straight line. So linear linear equation will always represent a straight line. So it means if we are having pair of linear equations, then both the linear equation will represent two separate straight lines. Now, if two lines in a plane are given, two lines in a plane are given, then only one of the following three possibilities can happen. First one is the two lines will intersect at one point. Two lines will intersect at one point. Other possibility, the two lines will not intersect. Two lines will not intersect. What does it mean? That is, they are parallel. They are parallel. And the third possibility is that they are overlapping with each other, or two lines will be coincident. So three possibilities are there. If the two lines or a pair of linear equation in two variables are given in a plane, so only three possibilities are there. कौन कौन सी हो सकती हैं? Two lines will intersect at a point. या तो दोनों लाइनें एक दूसरे को एक सिंगल पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रही होंगी. दूसरी पॉसिबिलिटी क्या हो सकती है? या तो दो की दोनों लाइंस एक दूसरे के पैरेलल होंगी, नीदर दे विल टच और इंटरसेक्ट. एंड द थर्ड पॉसिबिलिटी इज वो एक दूसरे को ओवरलैप कर. Now we will represent all the three possibilities graphically. First one is they are intersecting at a point. Second one is they are not intersecting, it means they are parallel. And the third possibility, they are coinciding, it means they are overlapping with each other. Now we will try to understand, or we will try to learn that how to represent a pair of linear equation in two variables graphically. What will be the graphical representation? For that we will take one example. Let's say we have first equation, that is x minus 2y is equal to 0. This is our equation number 1. And the second equation is given as 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. This is our second equation. Now we are interested in representing these two lines or straight lines graphically. So for this we have studied the method in the class 9th standard also. Let's recall that thing one more time. First consider the equation number 1, that is x minus 2y is equal to 0. Here this x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. So what will we do? We will try to draw one table for this. This will be x, here you will write y, then we will try to draw one table like this. And y is from here, if we try to write this thing, so y will be x by 2. So y is equal to x by 2. We know that if x is independent, so y will change according to the x. First, if we take x is equal to 0, y will come out as 0. If we take x is equal to 1, y will come out as 1 by 2. If we take x is equal to minus 2, y will be minus 1. Let's take one or two more values. If we take one or two more values, this will give you, if we take x is equal to 2, y will come out as 1, and if we take x is equal to 4, y will come out as 2. Now we will try to plot these points on a graph paper. Or what can we do? We can draw the table for the second equation also. Then we will write it as 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. From here we can write it as y will come out as 20 minus 3x by 4. Now if you try to draw the table for this will be like this. Here you will write x and here you will write y is equal to 20 minus 3x divided by 4. So let's take some values here. If you take x is equal to 0, y will come out as 4. If we take 20 by 3, this will be 0. If we take 4, this will give you 2. So this is the table for the second equation. Now we will try to plot both the lines on the graph paper or on the Cartesian plane. For the first equation, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. This is the point, that is 0, 0. Then the second point is x is equal to 1, and y is equal to 1 by 2. This will be the point. Then the third point is x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 1. These are the 3 points. We can try one more. X is equal to 2, then y is equal to 1. So if we plot all the points like this, and try to join them with the help of a scale, this will give you a straight line. Similarly, now we will try to plot the second equation, and the equation is at x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, the value of y is 5 here. X is equal to 0, y is 5 here. X is equal to 4 and the value of y is 2 here. So if we join these 2 points, when we have joined those 2 points, we have got the second equation. This was the first line and this was the second line. So now graphically we found that both the lines are intersecting and they will have a unique solution. So with the graphical representation, we can find out that how many solutions will be there for a pair of linear equation in 2 variables. Let's discuss about the algebraic solution of pair of linear equation in 2 variables. So pair of linear equations in 2 variables. This thing is also known as the system of equations. So instead of using this pair of linear equation in 2 variables again and again, we can also use the term system of equations. Now we will talk about the algebraic solutions in the terms of the coefficients. Before we discuss that, there will be the two terms. One, if system of equation will have any of the solution, then it will be consistent, and otherwise it will be inconsistent. System of equation will be consistent if there is a unique solution or infinitely many solutions, and it will be inconsistent if the case of no solution is there. So now we will try to understand that without drawing, without using the graph, just by comparing the coefficient, how can we conclude that the given system of equation will be consistent, inconsistent? It will have a unique solution or infinitely many solutions, or it will have no solution. Now consider a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. This is your system of equations. This is your system of equations. Now we will compare the coefficients and try to find out that in which condition it will be unique solution, it will have unique solution, it will have infinitely many solutions, or it will have no solution. So if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then the lines are intersecting and it will have a unique solution. If a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines will be coinciding, coincident lines, and in this condition infinitely many solutions will exist. Infinitely many solutions will exist. But if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2, only the intercepts are different on the y-axis, then in that conditions lines will be parallel lines, and this will be condition of no solution. Now we can conclude one more thing, that first two conditions, for first two conditions, when a unique solution is there and infinitely many solutions are there, then the system is consistent, and for the case when no solution is there, lines are parallel, then the system is inconsistent. So let's revise quickly whatever we have studied till now. First we have discussed what is the linear equation, then we have discussed about the linear equation in two variables, then the pair of linear equation in two variables, then how to represent it. We know that a linear equation will always represent a straight line. Then how to represent the pair of linear equation in two variables graphically, how to find out the solution just by drawing the graph. Then algebraic solutions by comparing the coefficients, that in which condition the system will be consistent and in which condition your system will be inconsistent. That's it for the day. In the next video we will continue with the three methods that how can we find out the solutions of the given pair of linear equation in two variables by using the substitution method, elimination method, or by the cross multiplication method. Thank you.